finish here in Abu Dhabi as well. Already a 4-point lead. Very good chance that he could take the gold if he keeps this up.
Diego engaged here in the art of holding one down. 4-point lead. He's got to keep busy enough to keep the ref happy, but largely to get his way to this gold medal. Got to stay in this top position, shut down the guard, stay away from submission attacks. He's got to be careful about leaving these feet out as well. Razmadze often likes to slap a hold of the straight foot lock if he can get a hold of the ankle.
He does. He showed that a number of times in his matches throughout this tournament, that he has a definite thing where if he sees a foot hanging out there, he's going to grab it and he's going to wrench it. And he's done that in multiple matches so far. It almost cost him earlier in this match. I think he was a little too eager in diving for the toe hold without a secure connection to Pato's body that prevented a counterattack. By diving on that toe hold, he really opened up the counter back take. Almost lost position. He's definitely down on points as a result. Pato just patiently kind of working his posture here in this close guard, standing. Got to be careful. His arms are kind of a little bit extended away from his body. If he can push that leg down there, now he's going to step forward. This is some pressure passing, and this is not something that you see a lot of lightweight grapplers do, but let's not forget that Diego Pato had trained for years with the likes of Murillo Santana in New York at the Unity Jiu-Jitsu, and now with the Mendes brothers in Costa Mesa. Those are a number of competitors, a number of really well-known athletes and now coaches who have pioneered the art of pressure passing.
Well, this is a Kimura trap here. There's a real affordance for a sweep or a submission. This really does put a bollard in the game. If Diego in this topside position, he's got to address that grip. He's got to try and free the arm.
Yeah, it's an obstacle for sure. Pato's posture right now is definitely saving him, and if he can free that knee from the knee cut, there's definite risk of the Kimura, but exactly that. He jumps over the top, takes off any threat of the submission whatsoever, but he is back in the guard now, so he came close to passing, but the threat of the Kimura, it's like shooting ladders, right? You go up the ladder and you slide back down again. You go back up the ladder. It's all that work to pass the guard, and you find yourself back at square one. But 5-0. Very composed performance against the tough opponent. Diego Pato takes the gold here in Abu Dhabi. Rarely does he show any emotion, even in victory, even in taking the gold medal at a Grand Slam, the 10-year anniversary of the Grand Slam series.
Batista.
5-0 for Diego Pato, who sends his best to the crowd. There's that near back take from the toe hold counter there. I mean, I thought Pato was going to land in the mount, but credit to Razmadze. He was very, very aware of that and kept moving until a point where he was able to recover his guard. And that is key in these sequences, that you don't stop. You keep going until you're back in a safe position.
From Brazil, in the red corner, Julian Alves. And her opponents from the blue corner, Yara Pavic.
Next up at the Abu Dhabi Grand Slam, the women's gi brown and black belt professional lightweight final under 62 kilograms. Julia Alves and Yara Kakish. Alves with the red belt, Kakish in the black gi here with the black belt. Alves straight to full guard, to control the sleeves here. Alves, 23 years of age from Brazil. Kakish, 32 from Jordan. Alves currently ranked number 2 in Brazil on this tour with 5,000 points. 95 wins with the AJP Tour. She gets a very impressive sweep. Doesn't come on that top position though.
Oh no, she is Julia Alves, and she's maintaining control of that arm throughout. You know, we were talking about this in our pre-show analysis. Over half of all her submission wins in her black belt career have come by armbar. I think this is a great attacking position for which to go after another one.
She's got 58 submission wins out of 95 under the AJP Tour banner.
Yara Kakish coming in from Jordan. She is an ADXC veteran as well, is very familiar with this particular arena. But of course, Julia Alves, this is where she won her World Pro title in 2022. And she's followed that up with gold medals in the Grand Slams in Tokyo, Miami, Rio de Janeiro, London. Such a prolific competitor. She's dropped off a little bit. It does look like there's a choke attack here. How effective it is, hard to see. It looks like Yara has a hand in that was preventing the submission, but she's still, oh, okay, that's better. She's managed to square back up. She was in a very compromised